Hi, everybody, and welcome to Excelling Your Business. My name is Kate Griffin, and I am an intern for the Center of Excellence for Women in Technology, particularly the Entrepreneurs and Tech team. And I'm here today to talk about how to use Microsoft Excel to contribute to your business. So, we can start off by kind of talking about why Excel is important to entrepreneurs. Not only does it keep your business organized, but allows one platform to see all your data and analyze it in order to better your company. It helps store the important data and see how your business is performing over time, and this can be useful particularly in the financial aspects of your company, and it's just a great way to see how your business is doing and continue to innovate your business to better fit the consumer's needs, and you can a lot of times see this through different numbers and measurements all across the board. So today we're kind of going to go through some basic formulas and shortcuts just to help you navigate Excel because it's such an important tool. Okay, so I pulled up this little sheet of data, and it's about each employee and how many hours they worked and how much their bonus will be. So I thought we could do some calculations with the bonus row just to get the basic formulas in everybody's mind. So I made a little table down here, and I thought we would first complete these first 5 basic formulas. So the first one is sum, and it will total all of the bonuses in that row. So it'll be the total number of bonuses paid to employees for the year. So you want to do equals sum parentheses. And then here's one of the shortcuts. You'll go to the top and you'll click on the first box in the column that you want, which in this case is bonus amount. And you're going to hit Control Shift down, and that will highlight the number of boxes in the column, and put another parentheses on the end of it and press Enter, and that is the total number of bonuses that are paid by the company to employees for that year. Next, we'll have average, so equals average, and we're going to want to highlight the same way that you just did because we are averaging the exact same column. So on average, bonus is $1,272.06. That's the average of all of the bonuses. Max is going to be the highest bonus that you gave out. So again, equals max. Control Shift down, parentheses, and Enter. Similarly, this will give you the lowest bonus that you gave. Control Shift down. So that is correct because there were multiple people that you did not give a bonus to. Lastly, standard deviation is a measure of the amount of variation of a set of values, and this can be important in various business practices. So I think it's important to know how to do this one. So that's the beginning of the formula, and Control Shift down, parentheses. So these are 5 basic formulas that can be used to measure performance of a company or to see how much money that the company spent on bonuses, see the average bonus, and these might also be good statistics to hand out to your employees so they know how they compare to the other employees in their bonus amount. So another big part of Excel is organizing text and different text functions to just make things more organized and easier to read. So you see over here that it's each employee's first and last name. To me, I kind of would like both names to be the same case. So I'm gonna go ahead and put manager last name in a new column. You can double click on the column to widen it out to fit it like that. So a good function is upper or lower. So this makes all the letters upper or lowercase. For this example, I want to do lower, cell reference the last name that I want to be lower, close the parentheses and enter. This makes all the manager last names lowercase. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that down, and it will do this for each last name. But last names should be capitalized, so we have to add another column. And this time we can make the first letter of each name capitalized by using the proper function, which just capitalizes the first letter. So we're going to cell reference the last name that we made lowercase. And there we go. It is just how we would like it. And now we have a clean set of the last names that's a lot more visually pleasing. So next, I want to put the manager name. I don't want them to be separate first and last names. So I'm going to make a new column to put these together. And we're going to use a new function, and equals concatenate. So this is a function that ties together different strands of text. So for this function, I'm going to connect the last name and first name with a comma and the last name first. So we're going to go ahead and click the last name as our first strand of text. And then since I want to connect it with a comma, I'm going to put in quotation marks the comma that I want to connect it with. And then for the third string of texts, I want to do the first name. I'll close that with a parentheses. And now we have it organized just how I would like it. So we can go ahead and hide these two columns and rename this manager first, manager full name. And that's just it. And we can fill it down by double clicking in the bottom right hand corner. Okay, another really important component of this sheet is the employee ID. For example's sake, I stuck with just basic numbers and the first 4 letters of each person's name. So a lot of companies just use the last 3 digits of the number. So we're going to talk about left and right functions. So left and right functions allow you to retrieve any text on the left or the right of a string of text. So for this example, we'll be using the right function because we just want to get the bottom 3 numbers. So we can do employee ID number. So we're going to do equals right, and then you select the text, the box that you're trying to get the right side of the text from, and then how many numbers you want. So in this case, it'll be 3 numbers consistently for every single one because there's 3 numbers on the end of each employee ID. So go ahead and put 3 and enter. So you can see it retrieved the last 3 numbers of the employee ID. Fill that down. And you can double check your work, make sure there's no letters, and make sure it's correct by getting the last 3 digits of the employee ID. We'll also put into practice using the left function by retrieving the first 4 letters of the employee's name. So equals left and 4 characters. We can go ahead and fill that down. Has just the first 4 letters of every employee's name as seen in the employee ID. So those were some of the text functions that I use the most, including left, right, proper, upper, and concatenate. So the next function that we're going to go over is an if statement, and these can get kind of complicated, but I wanted to pick a very basic one just for you guys to understand the concept, and then we can move on from there and make them more complicated if you would like, but today I'm just going to go over a pretty basic one. So let's assume that there is a number 1, 2, and 3 by each of these employees' names. And let's assume that you have to have a number 2 or 3 to get a bonus. So if you get a bonus, we want the column to read yes. And if you don't get a bonus, we want the column to read no. So an example of an if statement would be equals if the number in the same row in column C is greater than 1, we're gonna make it read yes. Make it read yes. And if it is not 1, we're gonna if it is 1, then we're gonna make it read no. Let's see how this works. We're gonna fill it down. So every employee that has a 1, it reads no, and every employee that has a 2 or a 3, it reads yes, because the 2s and the 3s are the only ones that get bonuses. So this is just a made-up situation, but I hope it helps you understand how an if statement works. You have to put the credentials and then the value that you want if it's true, and the value that if you want if it is false. So again, I really encourage you to utilize Excel as much as you can. It's a great platform for organizing anything from schoolwork to business ideas to maybe a business that you've already created. So it's a great piece of technology that we as IU students are provided with, and I would encourage you to keep using Excel, keep exploring it because it has so much to offer. Thank you.